Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about acceptance rate on Doordash. So if there's any company that is the most manipulative as far as acceptance rate and trying to get you to accept as many crappy orders as possible, it's Doordash. But in this video, I want to go over everything in regards to acceptance rate. What DoorDash tells you, how it actually is, all the programs affected by it, all the programs that could be affected by it in the future, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Acceptance rate is the percentage of deliveries you accepted out of the 100 most recent delivery opportunities you received. You can raise your acceptance rate by consistently accepting delivery opportunities that were assigned to you. It's also a rolling average, which means it may take a few opportunities before you see an increase in your average. Now, that being said, acceptance rate isn't as fluid in terms of going up and down because most people dangle around the 20% range because 80% of the money's in 20% of the orders, and 80% of the orders are absolute trash anyway. Quite honestly, most people aren't too concerned about it anyway. There's no minimum requirement for acceptance rate, but consistently declining opportunities negatively impacts the experience for other dashers who have less time to complete the delivery, the customer who's more likely to get a late delivery, and even the merchant whose food will sit longer. Alright, so there's a lot of manipulation in that one paragraph, so you gotta be careful with that. Let's go over it. The negative experience for dashers, they're not gonna have less time to complete the delivery in terms of not having a minimum set. So if the order is late, it doesn't mean that the order was being delayed by you. It means the order was late because the customer didn't tip, and that's why the order was late. Therefore, it's not a bad thing for the dasher, it's a bad thing for the customer. Now, the customer getting a late delivery, they should have tipped their driver, and the merchant, they don't really care much for us or the companies anyway, so I'm not really worried about them. Don't let DoorDash gaslight you into taking bad orders just because they want you to. Never learn from DoorDash on how to drive for DoorDash. Their interests are completely different than our interests. Their interest is getting orders done. Our interest is making a profit from those orders. I am accepting deliveries, but why isn't my acceptance rate going up? Acceptance rate is calculated from only the last 100 delivery opportunities. This means it could take several accepted opportunities before you see an improvement. Because every additional new opportunity will bump out the oldest opportunity, so that means if you accepted the most recent opportunity, but had also accepted the oldest opportunity within your last 100, then your overall average will not change. However, if the oldest opportunity has been declined, then that will result in an increase in your score. The best way to bump out declined orders from your scores to consistently accept opportunities. I guarantee you there's not enough people asking this question for people to realistically care. And those who do are looking to be a part of programs, and their acceptance rate is already pretty high to begin with. If I let the timer run out, does it still count as declining? If the timer runs out, it will count as declining an order and will be reflected in your acceptance rate. Remember that you could pause your dash if you are unable to accept opportunities. You can learn more about our ratings in our dasher. I think it just forgot to complete the sentence. Oh my god, that's too funny. But yeah, if you let the timer run out, it's not just going to be reflected in your acceptance rating. It's going to pause you, and you're going to have to either turn back on within 35 minutes, or you're just going to be bumped off the platform. Or even worse, they might actually reduce it to 10 minutes and give you that weird page like, it looks like you're not accepting orders right now. Meanwhile, you just let the timer run out because you're in the middle of driving, don't want to get hit by the crazy old lady who blew the stop sign. Sorry, I might be projecting on that one. Does declining an order affect my ratings? Dashers can always decline a delivery opportunity. You will see a notification appear if you decline an order assignment, giving you a heads up that your acceptance rate may drop. And it will literally go like this. You're the best dasher for the job. Then you have to say, no, I don't want to do this delivery. But why? And then it'll give you this whole list of reasons you have to choose from to actually decline an order. Honestly, this is what I do. I click on something and I just let it go. I don't even mess with that stuff, man. If I'm in the middle of driving and I see an order that is not good, I'm not risking my safety so that way you can just try to manipulate me into taking a bad order. That's not happening. Ain't gonna work the way you want to, Tony boy. Now, I do have a large series of side notes that I want to go over on this particular subject. Deactivation. Listen to me. You cannot be deactivated for a low acceptance rate. There are people who have reached 0 for an extended period of time and have not been deactivated. Don't think that low acceptance rate is actually something to be concerned about in terms of your status on the platform. It's not going to affect it. Don't worry about it. Top Dasher. One of the rewards programs on DoorDash is Top Dasher. If you meet a certain criteria, you earn the ability to dash now whenever you want, which if your acceptance rating is above 70% by the end of the month, then you can actually dash whenever you want. This program used to be much better because they also offered an extra priority on orders. They used to say that you would get better orders as a Top Dasher. If the subtotal for the order itself was above $35, you actually have a higher priority to receive that order if you're a Top Dasher. But the national average size of an order for DoorDash is $37.28, which means you're probably going to get those orders regardless of whether you're a Top Dasher or not. But what other priority do they offer? They used to offer priority during slow times as well. So you would get a certain amount of priority when times were slow to receive those orders. But here's the thing, you wouldn't be able to tell if you actually got the priority unless it was obvious that times were slower. Like it's a really off-peak time, like that awkward 2 to 5 shift, early in the morning, graveyard shift, etc., etc. And more orders coming into your account is not the same thing as good orders. You want the higher subtotal orders with good tips. And you still had less priority than those who scheduled themselves in as far advanced as they could. So unless you really knew how to capitalize on that, you are not maximizing the true value of Top Dasher. And not to mention, they've just started giving away Top Dasher to as many people as possible. Like seriously, Pedro DoorDash Santiago got it for free. There are so many people that were just getting it for free. Even though there were Dashers that were accepting over 70% of orders, they were like, oh, we'll just give it away. Dude, who cares about the people who actually earned it? Let's just give it away. So it's not even really a benefit anymore. It's just something that they have available. So don't fall for that trap. High pay order program. So this is a newer program they're piloting that they're testing out where they are trying to manipulate Dashers into accepting bad orders, having them maintain a 70% acceptance rate as opposed to Top Dasher where by the end of the month people try gaming the system and just accept every order during the last couple of days of the month and that's it. The high pay order program has already proven to be a poor program. Initially, what they were telling people is that they will send you offers that were paying $2 a mile or more, and then that was considered a high pay order. However, not only were the high pay orders affecting $4, $5, $6 orders, the high pay order program as a whole got revamped and rebranded entirely, and they just didn't tell anybody about it. That's kind of DoorDash's marketing place where they'll tell us what it is, and then without anybody knowing, they're going to change the entire program without any notice. Honestly, I wouldn't even begin to approach this program. It's not worth your time or energy. Early access scheduling. Early access scheduling initially didn't require acceptance rate, but DoorDash has been playing games, and of course, they've been beta testing a concept where they have a 70% acceptance rate requirement every week for early access. It's not worth your time. Does DoorDash withhold good orders from low acceptance rate drivers? So I can't prove yes or no, but I will say this. DoorDash doesn't actually pay you. DoorDash sends orders around. They are distributing orders to people based on how much each order is paid. Now, does that mean that they're providing a higher priority to those in the diamond markets or whatever? Yeah, it could be, but honestly, I sincerely doubt that it matters that much. Diamond market and all of these high acceptance programs, the only thing that they really do is that they increase your expenses more, not that it actually provides a better earnings amount. A lot of GigTubers already proved that. Are there certain levels of priority in every area? Of course, but just know that DoorDash isn't really doing as much for the people with the high acceptance rating as they lead others on to believe. Is it worth having a high acceptance rate? Honestly, everybody dashes very differently, and some people genuinely like the diamond markets and the Top Dasher program, so I'm not gonna tell people not to do it, but at the same time, cherry pickers seem to be making more in terms of profit, not just revenue. So you do what you think is right. Is it useless? I would actually argue that there are two uses for acceptance rate that are never mentioned by a lot of different people, and I think it is very overlooked. It is a good location gauge. You are able to tell whether or not the market you're currently in is a good market based on how often you're accepting quality orders. If your location, you're dangling about a 10% or lower acceptance rate, you're not in a very good market, to be honest. Anywhere between 10 to 20%, you're in an okay market. It's tolerable, but it's not great. 20 to 30%, you're in a solid market. You're probably making a consistent income every week. And if it's 35% or better, then I'm assuming your standards are relatively decent and you're not compromising your standards to do that. You stay in that market. You do not talk to anybody about this market. You keep quiet. You hush up. As far as anybody else is concerned, you're unemployed and you just keep raking in that money because that is a gold mine market. And of course, there's the money sweet spot where some people like to determine where the best average order is. Some people just like to use the diamond market ratio as their money sweet spot, but personally I think you could determine it on your own without the diamond market. I made a video talking all about that, but since we've mentioned so many of the programs in this video, I'm just gonna link the entire playlist, the DoorDash masterclass, including this video, in the description, so that way you can develop a better understanding on how DoorDash works, DoorDash manipulation tactics that DoorDash likes to play. That way you have a better understanding of the ins and outs of the actual platform. But let me ask you something. Did I miss anything? Is there something that I forgot to mention about acceptance rating? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure everything knows anything about acceptance rating they need to know so that way they can maximize the most value from the platform. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!